Welcome to another podcast of the current situation at Manchester United. Hope you guys are enjoying a Friday evening so far, at least on my end. This video is not going to be a long video podcast. I'm going to just give a brief preview of the Manchester United game. Manchester United is going to host West Ham come tomorrow at Old Trafford. Now, based on recent history this season, Manchester United hasn't been a force, haven't been a bull at home this season. We have actually lost at least 2 or 3 games at home in Premier League, and that is not a good form. That is basically informing other clubs that Manchester United is actually allowing other persons to just burgle into their house and just take everything they want. So you have other teams from different parts of England coming to Old Trafford and basically stealing points from Manchester. Manchester United needs to be a fortress at home. Fortunately, there are not a lot of persons that come to Old Trafford because of the pathetic pandemic, as I would call it, the pathetic pandemic. But imagine if a lot of Manchester United fans came to Old Trafford and see their side losing like 3 times at home. That's some telling. That's basically telling that Manchester United has no backbone. Any side can come to Old Trafford. No, we've been decent recently. I mean, we didn't lose against Chelsea at home. We should have beaten them, but we didn't. But this is an opportunity to set the standard, because December is coming up, and December is going to basically be a catalyst of games per week. So it's best if Manchester United gets the gun blazing, get 3 points from every street corner that they can, so that when November comes, we can basically strategize and utilize the squad in a proper way. Now, before I get into the preview, it says here, hold on. It says here that Paul Pogba ready to leave Manchester United for free as plausible in quotes, actually one quote, plausible route out of Old Trafford. Now, on Sunday evening, I don't know where you guys are at, and I appreciate everybody that's watching my video podcast, which I know is a very few, but I still appreciate you guys. I'm going to speak on this in depth on Paul Pogba's current situation at Manchester United, Sunday evening, 2 evenings from now, because I just don't want this video to podcast to be long. But so Manchester United has basically been a spineless team at home, and since we are going to host West Brom has a new manager. They're new in the Premier League for a couple of seasons. West Ham hasn't been in the Premier League since 2017, 2008. Now it's funny. At Old Trafford 2 years ago, actually almost 3 years ago I should say, Manchester United hosted West Brom at home. And their manager at the time, I think Tony Pulis, was actually sacked because my man was getting poor performances. And this black man, I think he used to play for Jamaica, because some of you guys should tell that I'm Jamaican. Yeah, man. So when he and his troops came to Old Trafford, Manchester United actually had about 6 attackers in the second half. 6 attackers in the second half, trying to beat West Ham at home. West Ham was being pragmatic. West Ham was being static. West Ham was being lethargic. West Brom was not allowing anything to pass it. They had a low block and they were blocking our players to attack them. Last season we lost at we didn't know. That was Burnley. I get it mixed up with Burnley and West Ham. Well, they play similarly, but the point is that almost 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago, West Brom beat Manchester United at home from a goal from J. Rodriguez, from a corner. I can remember specifically because this was when Jose Mourinho was getting into heated water because he lost to he lost to Sevilla in the Champions League, and he got knocked out, I think, in the FA Cup or something like that. But anyway, let me just get to the point. West Ham is going to be hosted by Manchester United tomorrow at Old Trafford. Manchester United on paper have the best set of players against these when it comes to these in these two teams, I should say. I just did a workout so you can actually tell that I'm upbeat. Yeah. So West Brom is going to be hosted by Manchester United tomorrow. West Brom is not a side where you could say is very sexy, very they're pragmatic, but you wouldn't say they're a side that is very skylarky, very sexy, very I guess you could say smart colloquy in their play, like beating players. That is not West Brom's claim to fame. West Brom's claim to fame is basically playing long balls and trying to nick a goal when they can. So it's not going to be one of those games, as you can surmise, one of those games where we're going to get space in behind and use our explosive pace to exploit the space that West Brom is just throwing to waste to us. No, they're going to actually be very pragmatic in there. They might even play 5 at the back tomorrow. They might play 5 at the back tomorrow. So tomorrow is not going to be a game where Manchester United needs to deliver. Some players need to get left out tomorrow because this is a physical side. This is not players that are not weak or wimpy. No, this is a physical side, and as relates to the starting level, David De Gea is going to be in the goal. I would believe that tomorrow's formation is going to be a 4-2-3-1. A 4-2-3-1. No, not a 4-2. A 4-4-2 diamond. Yeah. 4-4-2 diamond. So David De Gea in the goal. Wan-Bissaka, who has been on form as of late, at right back for Manchester United versus West Brom tomorrow. Right centre back, Victor Lindelof. I would like Wan-Bissaka to be there because Victor Lindelof is not the best as it comes to prowess, aerial prowess, because Benteke, when he's playing against physical sides, Benteke basically dominates him BDSM style in the air. Zaha, who doesn't even play striker, dominates in BDSM style on other sides. So preferably for me, I would like to play Wan-Bissaka as a centre back on the right side. But hey, I'm not only going to Solskjaer, so what do I know? The left side of the centre back pairing is Harry Maguire, which is our captain. With Harry Maguire's prowess, he's going to maybe be the best in the air. So we're not going to really concede that much. Well, we might concede a few corners, but we just have to anticipate long balls into the box. Left back. Speaking of left back, Alex Telles is back in training. So that's going to be something to look forward to. But as relates to who's starting, I would stick with Luke Shaw. Because I think my man needs match fitness first. In midfield, Nemanja Matic. I would like Nemanja Matic to continue with that vein of form that he's been in. Although he's on the verge of retiring. So, Matic with... I would like Van de Beek to start tomorrow, but knowing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he might start Fred. Well, I believe Fred will start tomorrow anyway, even if Donny Van de Beek doesn't start. But it's based on who I want to play on the left side of the midfield, whether it's Fred or Donny. Preferably for me, you know what, I'll just go with what Ole is going to go with. I think this is going to be tricky. I think Scott McTominay is going to play tomorrow. Again, Scott McTominay is one that has aerial prowess, but he's not the best when it comes down to pace and intricacy. That is not his reality. My man's reality is basically physical prowess. That's when he can play at his best. As it relates to technical ability, cleaning up and covering, that is basically for Fred. And I believe Fred will be starting with Scott McTominay tomorrow in the midfield. Now, on the top of the diamond is Bruno Fernandes, of course, and he will be working the margin. It's honestly, Bruno Fernandes will not be staying in the number 10 position. He will be all over the place in the attacking third, because if you're going to play a low block, his passes will not last. His passes will go to waste because there is no space to play those passes. So he's going to be on the right hand side, he's going to be on the left hand side, and he's going to be inside of the midfield, more specifically in the attacking third. So he's going to be trying to cross balls, pass balls, spray balls, and distribute balls. As relates to the two strikers, Marcus Rashford, of course, is going to be starting, and Anthony Martial hasn't been at it this season so far, and his form, as relates to when he is in the camp of international break, shows that. And as relates to the opposition, we would have to go to a situation where we have to start Edinson Cavani, because Edinson Cavani is very good with his head. I told you guys, if you don't believe me that Edinson Cavani is good with his head, ask his mistress if he has one. His mistress will tell you that Edinson Cavani gives good head. So I will personally start him up front. I would like to believe Ole is sensible enough to start him up top and cover and Marcel off the bench. Now, my prediction as I close, again, you guys know what already. So leave your predictions down below in the comment section. It can be 2-0 to Manchester United, 2-0 to West Brom. If your heart is very truthful enough to actually give you that sensitive taste of reality, post that in my comment section. It could be 2-0 to West Brom, 2-0 to Manchester United, 2-2 on both ends, like shaking the hand, being neutral, or saying truce, like they're like fighting like troops. So again, leave your comments below in the comment section. My prediction is 2-1 to Manchester. No, yeah. David De Gea's bum is going to get busted between the sticks, so I don't think he'll be getting a clean sheet. But with that being said, I think he's going to be making a few saves. I don't think West Brom is going to shoot that much, because that's not the let me talk about West Brom for a few minutes before I stop keep running my mouth. West Brom is not looking. They would appreciate it, but they're not looking to get 3 points. They might appreciate getting 3 points, but that is not their that's not their primary objective coming to Old Trafford. Any small side's primary objective when trying to beat a top team, although we're not really a top team, we're just a top club with history, they want to try to egotistically frustrate the opposition. And that's what West Brom is going to try to do to Manchester United tomorrow. They might not have most of the ball, but when they get the ball, they're going to try counter-attack or just clear it out. They're just going to try clear it out or counter-attack, or play the long ball to the center forward. When we're attacking them and we lose possession, they're just going to clear it out. Whenever the ball is near their box, they're just going to clear it out. They don't want to concede tomorrow. That will be Bilic's first plan tomorrow. He doesn't want to concede any goals, because he knows that his side won't be able to get any, especially without a set piece, a corner, which is a set piece, but a piece of play that will give them an opportunity to at least nick or score a goal. So they're coming to Old Trafford to at least get a point. Again, they will appreciate 3 points, but after point out by saying that's not going to be their main objective. So again, leave your comments down below in the comment section, and I'll show you guys. I don't think I'll be doing tomorrow. I'll be doing the recap of the match Sunday night, along with Paul Pogba's situation at Manchester United. So I don't want to do it tomorrow where I have to do another. No, I'm just going to stick and gel everything together. I'm going to stick the dessert with the main course Sunday evening. And with that being said, I'll show you guys in the next video podcast, which will be 2 evenings from now. And I'll show you guys next time. Stay tuned. Peace.